The bombs started to drop on Baghdad in March 2003. 6 years later, the inquiry began.
The Iraq inquiry was...
It was unprecedented in its scope. It was due to report back in 2010, then 2011. But now, another delay. And more waiting for answers for those whose soldier sons never came back.
It's hard for us. As I say, Gordon's been gone 10 years. OK, I've kind of moved on slightly, but that was my son. I need to know every in and out, why it happened to him. And I'm not the only one, the rest of the family's the same.
Her son Gordon was just 19 when he died. Rose Gentle says she lies awake at night thinking about him. Some critics fear further delays mean a cover-up.
That's bound to make the electorate, the public as a whole, feel that this is all about the establishment protecting themselves. We deserve to get to the truth as to why we went to war in Iraq, why that illegal war happened, and certainly the parents of those lost in armed service in Iraq and those who served there deserve it above all else.
The Liberal Democrats, not surprisingly, as they oppose the war, have made the most noise. Writing last night, Nick Clegg said people would find this latest delay incomprehensible. He thinks some would suspect the report is being sexed down.
Everyone seems frustrated. In his letter, the Prime Minister says he wanted to see the report published well before the general election. In his reply, Sir John says he still can't give an accurate estimate as to when that will happen. But we're still none the wiser as to what exactly is behind this delay.
The BBC understands it so Tony Blair and others can consider what criticisms they may face. Signing autographs at a conference in Switzerland today, he has long denied holding things up.
I've put out a statement. Go and see it.
Pressed again, he sounded annoyed.
I've just told you I've put out a statement, so you can go and read the statement.
Also at that event, the man who ordered the inquiry as Prime Minister wasn't saying anything. Some, though, are being cautious.
I have no reason to think this report is going to be a whitewash at all, but it highlights the difficulty. The delay is contributing to that impression, and that's why I think it's so important that there should be an explanation about the sequencing so the public can understand why it is that it's taking, I think, longer than was ever anticipated.
At Prime Minister's questions, there was exasperation and a David Cameron swipe at his coalition partners.
The inquiry was established 6 years ago after our combat operations had ended. And frankly, my views on the Iraq war are well known, and I want this inquiry published.
I don't believe, from what I understand, that anyone is trying to dodge this report or put off this report. We all want to see it, but you do have to go through the proper processes.
But the politicians, like the parents of the 179 soldiers who died in combat, are going to be kept waiting a few months more. Robin Brandt, BBC News, Westminster.